I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Carogan. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Falsehood, important thing is I'm giving you people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be... We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Knock it over whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to MomOPrey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello world, it's MomOPrey 5, Qapla, and welcome to BedLife for Friday the 13th of May 2022, aka National Blame It on Somebody Else Day. Yes, so hashtag blame bird. If you're gonna fly it, today is the one day you can use it, and that's it. Any other day, hashtag blame somebody else. But today, you want to blame bird, you can. Richie Poole was first in the chat, yells first Vok, and Richie Poole says Friday the 13th has always been a lucky day for my family. You know, Richie, it's for me personally, I've always considered it a lucky day. As superstitious as I am when it comes to many other numbers, 13 is not one of them. Because I was born on the 13th. So I really get annoyed when they don't have a 13th floor of a hotel or a building even. Why is it that everyone else who is born on any other day can live on the day they were born, the floor of the day they was born, but us 13ers, no, not allowed. Virtually no building, virtually no plane has a 13th row, virtually no building or hotel has a 13th floor. It's bullshit. Yet, every bank you go to, if there's another number you don't like, perhaps 3 numbers together, they have them. You get a license plate for your car, you could get that number. They don't stop that. But it's like the ones I don't care about, they'll do something so nobody ever sees them. The ones I do care about, they don't care about. It's not fair. It's not fair, it's not right. That's why in Caroga we won't use numbers at all. We'll only use letters. Like New York State. New York State used to use a 2-letter designation for each county. And Caroga was in Fulton County, New York. So all the county plates official county business started with FU for Fulton, Fulton. Fulton County, FU, and like a 3-digit number. That was fun. That was fun. Then I guess they changed it after a while to something else, but for quite a while, FU and a number you knew was official Fulton County business. Richie Pools says, my parents always do something special on Friday the 13th. Good for them. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Hail Caroga, hail Caroga. And remember, Caroga special business, FU and a number, just to fit in. Nicole Malo says, I blame you, Bird, lol. I know, a lot of people do. Richie Pools says, Bird, it's all your fault. Yeah, it is. Rabbit's Like Algae says, I'll take the blame. Oh, wait, there's too much blame. Yes, you would be salted to death, Rabbit Slug. Who says, Pool, hey, no. Hey, Malo, greetings. Everyone, says John DeMarco. Rabbit Slug says, hey to John. John says, hey to Kronos, who is across Rabbit Slug Algaes, who says, I blame the Gungans, mostly Jar Jar. When Wesley Crusher was put in Star Trek Picard and he improved the episode, I was thinking, I was like, this is like putting Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, Jar Jar Binks into like Star Wars 8 or 9 and it improving The Last Jedi. And it might have. Richie Poole says, Kronos. T-Berg, Sci-Fi Tech, Qapla. T-Berg says, hail on Caroga. Alpacans assemble. Captain Fandom Nerd says, greetings, Captain. Not Ryan Johnson says, Bird is here and yet he's late. I wasn't late. Rabbit's Like Algae says, Bird has been and always shall be late. Captain Fandom Nerd says hello to Rabbit Slug, who says hey to Captain Not Track. T-Berg says, Bird's on time. Thank me later. 3:59. True enough. Rabbit Slug Algae says hey to T-Berg. Not Ryan Johnson says, and Bird cheats. No, what? No. It had nothing to do with cheating. I wasn't talking about cheating. Cheating had nothing to do with this conversation. Richie Poole says, I blame Kronos for Bird being late. Rabbit Slug says, woohoo, my first blame. And Rabbit Slug says, no, this Jeep needs a nuclear reaction. T-Berg says, Bird is going to blame me for wanting to go to Space Engineers. I'm commissioning a Bird-esque ship in the new blockage. T-Berg is sending me, thankfully, no more. He stopped sending me jib jabs, and he's sending me pictures from his latest creation in Space Engineers. And I'm starting to feel that tingle that I need to get back into Space Engineers. However, the logic side pops out and says, no, I've wasted way too many hours in Space Engineers already. Hours I will never get back. Hours that have just been taken from my life as surely as if I had been put on the exterminator wheel or whatever that they created for that Mel Brooks movie. Robin Hood, the Robin Hood Men in Tights. And as if they had just taken 10 years of my life from me. That's what it felt like when I realized how much time I wasted on Space Engineers. So, no more Space Engineers. Not for a long, long time. Rabbit Slug Ouchie says, what in the what is a freaking gigawatt? A gigawatt is a million watts. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Rabbit Slug Ouchie says, Qapla, Qapla, 47 Yorktown. Words and Pictures says, Qapla, Bird of Prey. Good to see you. Good to be here. Well, not seeing me because the camera's off, thankfully, but it is good to see you here. Words and Pictures. Rabbit Slug says, it's a what day? Uh-oh. Rabbit Slug says, hey to words. Rabbit Slug, did I forget T-Bird? Maybe. T-Bird says, audio is low versus intro, Bird. Well, sorry about that. Set it to this volume because this is what it's going to be from now on, unless I run a commercial. Rabbit Slug says, hey to 47, Captain Fandom Nerd, hashtag blame Caroga. No, not Caroga, you can blame me. Rabbit Slug says, wow, that's an unlucky bird. And Rabbit Slug says, Apollo 13 worked out. It did in the end. Sorta, says Rabbit Slug. Hakeem says, happy Friday the 13th. Qapla Hakeem. Rabbit Slug says, hey. And he's ringing. And Rabbit Slug says, don't give Bird a knife. That's just good. That's just good decisions all around. Jedi Bill says, hello, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Brother Warrior, and hail Caroga. Hail Caroga. Qapla, Jedi Bill 797, now raise Jedi Bill 1000, as in the number of subscribers. Congratulations to Jedi Bill, with now over 1,000 subscribers on his channel. Any day he will be monetized. And congratulations for reaching that point in a young YouTuber's career. The day they get monetized is a day they generally never forget. T-Berg says, F-U Caroga. Yes, Fulton County, Caroga. That's fine. Captain Track also says F-U Caroga. But I understand what you mean, so it's okay. T-Berg says the alpacans approve. Hakeem says hello to the random Rabbit Slug Ouchies Captain family. Captain Fandom Nerd, and hope you guys are doing well. Nicole says get Fulton, Missouri. F-U, Missouri? Possibly. Rabbit Slug says stab that like button. And then he says, well, stabby first, the pouring of the salt in the wound. Hakeem says, congrats on the 1K to Jedi Bill. The Random Menace says, do not listen to Bird. Strange New Worlds is great. I mean, greetings from the future. Random Menace, I didn't say, yes, I guess I did. I don't particularly think it's great, but it's better than the rest. It is by far better than Discovery, better than Picard, probably better than Lower Decks, even. Although Lower Decks had one or two super good episodes, Strange New Worlds will probably have the most decent episodes of New Trek. Like, even though episodes 1 and 2 weren't 8, 9s, or 10s, I think they'll be the most consistent good episodes in Trek. Like, the whole season, there's no reason that every episode might not be, a 6, a 5. I mean, yeah, we have a 5 here and there, but if we have 5, 6s, and 7s, that is a solid season. Okay? We certainly much better than Picard or Discovery, where you could have occasionally an 8 or even a 9, but you have a lot of 2s, 1s, 2s, 3s, even 0s. So that's just a total waste. If you have an episode that costs $20 million and is literally not as good as getting your teeth cleaned, you'd rather have a dentist, cracking at your teeth than to watch this show, which is legit truth. Then yeah, it's a problem. I don't think Strange New World is ever going to be that bad. Nothing I've seen so far makes me think that's going to become an issue. I have high hopes that Strange New Worlds is at least, a C on any given day, is at least a C, and no Fs. No Fs will be in the season, but we'll see. We'll see. No threshold. No Emmy award-winning episodes, perhaps, but also no sickening episodes. Any so more than what we've already seen. Rabid Slug says, well, stabby first, then the pouring of the salt on the wound. Rabid Slug says, Misa blamed. No, we're not blaming Jar Jar. Rabid Slug says, hey to Yosef. And Hakeem Jedi Bill says, thank you. Captain Phantom Nerd says, Hakeem, doing well. How about you? And MomOPrey. Cell phone ringer. Rabbit Slugs blames cheaters. Dave G. Sound says, good evening, Bird of Prey. Qapla to you and your house. Thank you, Qapla, Dave G. Sound. Richie Poole says, Bird of Prey, you still owe me the Starship SOB Garfield in Space Engineers. I built it. Did you not take it? I can't help you if you didn't take it. But it's pretty sure it's still available in the Steam store. If you go to me, go to BirdOPrey5.com, use the link to the Steam store, and you can see my Space Engineers uploads. I'm pretty sure the Garfield is there. John DeMarco says, listen to Bird. Strange New Worlds is bad. Thank you. I could have used a little winky help on Jeopardy last night, but even without it, I still managed to win one round. I just intended on winning both rounds. So another Jeopardy champion, BirdOPrey 5. Rabbit Slugs blames addictive games. Yeah, that's valid. Totally valid. T-Berg says, oh shit, I've lost 4,122.4 hours to Space Engineers. You are crazy. You are a crazy, crazy man. Rabbit Slug says, tight tights. Oh, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, yes. Tight tights. Dave G says, hail to Jedi Bill. Congrats on your 1,000. Rabbit Slug says, Bird of Prey, unlike other Robin Hoods, I can speak with a British accent. Yes, another line from Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Nicole says, tight tights are like a hug. T-Berg says, 29.1 million hours collectively were played in Space Engineers last year. That's 22 plus centuries. My God. Captain Fandom Nerd says, words and pictures, hello. 47 Yorktown says, howdy to Rabbit Slug, ouchies. Rabbit Slug says, RIP circulation. Jedi Bill says, just think, Bird of Prey, you could have spent all that time watching your favorite movies, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. No. Rabbit Slug says, I blame Bill for bringing up Crystal Skull. 47 Yorktown says, bonjour. The Captain Fandom Nerd. Jedi Bill says, thank you to Dave G. Rabbit Slug says, I blame everyone that killed Kenny. You bastards. Captain Phantom Nerd says, hello to 47 Yorktown, as says Jedi Bill. Rabbit Slug says, Bird of Prey, are you going to sing Sinatra today? And or will there be a MomOPrey tale? I don't know on either account. Rabbit Slug will ask MomOPrey when she passes by later. Forza Jersey, says Qapla. Qapla Forza. Rabbit Slug says, hey to Jersey. Substance D is in the house. Qapla Substance D. T-Berg says, Strange New Worlds. I would rewatch those episodes. You know, rewatching Strange New Worlds isn't nearly as bad as rewatching Discovery or Picard. I will say that. Nicole says Rocky Horror Picture Show is way better than what? Strange New Worlds? Because I haven't seen it. And I don't intend to. Rabbit Slug still hasn't seen that movie. Oh, good. I'm in good company. The Captain Fandom Menace says hello to Jedi Bill. Rabbit Slug wouldn't mind seeing Lower Decks, so why don't you? What's stopping you? Rip to the Jedi, says Rabbit Slug. Forza says, hey Bird, I agree with you on Strange New Worlds. Best live action new Trek show thus far. But not great. Just best so far. John DeMagos says, Bird, I'm preparing for a category for next week that you should excel at. Awesome. I'll try to be there. The Fandom Nerd next week is, I do have a dental procedure next week, but I should be able to speak by nighttime. The Fandom Nerds says, Strange New Worlds is the best new track. It's like using a cup of shit instead of a pound. The Random Menace says, I do not get the hate for watching of Trek. Random Menace, it's not that I hate it. It's just that that's not the Star Trek we were told. Okay? If it was going to be episodic Trek, why did they have a previously on? It wasn't a 2-part episode. The only time we ever had previously on Trek was if it was a 2-part episode and we were watching the following week or 3 or 6 months later, because it was the season premiere and the season finale was a 2-parter. We've never seen 2-part individual episodes that weren't 2 parts where they did it previously on, except for DS9, where those weren't episodic episodes. For the jerseys, Bird of Prey, just curious, what kinds of music do you like? Any favorite bands? Well, in all honesty, I don't consider Sinatra a band, but I love Frank Sinatra. He is by far my biggest favorite composer and singer. Also, other Rat Packers, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, anybody who's singing with Frank Sinatra, that type of thing. Elvis, I like Elvis. Billy Joel, really like Billy Joel's music. His songs, Down East, Alexa, We Didn't Start the Fire, Piano Man, all of those songs. To a lesser extent, the Beatles, oldies, what used to be considered oldies in the 80s, basically 50s and 60s music, Beach Boys, that type of stuff. As for more modern stuff, for some reason, as a kid, as a teenager, I really, as an older teen into my 20s, I really liked Eminem. I could probably still sing some Eminem songs, but I haven't tried in 20 years. There was very few. There's no new music. I mean, it's just how old is it? At this point, I consider new music still stuff they were playing in like 2005. Okay. I never really passed 2005, 2010. That was probably the latest, newest music I ever listened to. Drowning Pool, not because I was into them that much, but just because at the time I was working for Jägermeister, and they were a Jaeger band, and so we used to get music and stuff from them. And I don't know, I came a fan of Bodies Hit the Floor, but then 9/11 happened, and it didn't feel right to listen to that music anymore, and so I stopped listening to it. But lately I've heard it here and there, and I'm like, I guess I could go back to listening to that music, but the band isn't what it used to be. I think they broke up or something. There's a new guy. Somebody died. Oh, right, the guy died. And well, I guess the irony of irony is there. But yeah, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but Frank Sinatra is the best, in my opinion. Rabbit Slug says, I don't hate all of track. Good for you, Rabbit Slug. Just real track. Wow. John DeMarco likes good track. Rabbit Slug says, it's my bag, baby. Austin Powers. I know that reference. Rabbit Slug. He was embarrassed by his Swedish sucking penis enlarger. He says, that sort of thing is not my bag, baby, to Elizabeth Hurley. And then the guy, he's like, one book by Sir Austin Powers titled My Swedish Sucking Penis Enlarger and Me. This sort of thing is my bag, baby. And like she was laughing at him. She was so hot. Oh my God. I need to rewatch all Austin Powers movies. Forza Jersey says, Captain Fandom nerd, new track is not good. Lol. Bill is very blameworthy, says Rabbit Slug. Mike Richards, it's greetings from Columbus, Ohio. BedLife in chat. Greetings, Mike Richards. I'm glad you were around to say greetings to us today. Captain Fandom Nerd says, Forza agreed. I prefer no shit. Jedi Bill says, hello to Nicole. I agree that the Rocky Horror Picture Show is a great movie, popcorn, and has an awesome soundtrack. Rabbit Slug says, I don't think it's about horror, right? Nicole says, Lo, you chicken, RHPS will not hurt you. RHPS. Rocky Horror Picture Show will not hurt you. It's just not my bag, baby. Jedi Bill says, yes, I am Rabbit Slug, ouchies, but I will not let it go to my head. Rabbit Slug says, no comment. Rabbit Slug says, I blame the last episode of Enterprise. Random Meta says, V's argument for ranting previously on the summary was on a summary of the new characters. Rabbit Slug says, yay, Billy. Richie Poole says, Bird of Prey, you left out Vic Fontaine. Oh, yeah. I do love a good Vic Fontaine. Nicole Malo says Motorhead. Rabbit Slug is lolling at Vic. Dan Van is high. Hi, Dan Van. 2000s are oldies, says Random Menace. Not to me, they're not, damn it. John DeMarco says, did TNG, DS9, Voyager, etc. need a previously on just to remind the audience of new characters in the second episode? No, it did not. Rabbit Slug Outsy says M&M's. M&M, E-M-I-N-E-M. You know who M&M is. The real Marshall Mathers. Will the real Marshall Mathers please stand up? Please stand up. You see, now that's what you got me. You made me remember that. That used to be on the radio all the effing time for what felt like 7 to 8 years. Will the real Marshall Mathers please stand up? Please stand up. Oh God. Dan Van says, will the real Slim Shady? That's it. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Random Menace says Bird likes M&M. I do like M&Ms and M&M. Nicole says the Bengals. Dan Van says I also listen to M&M. Rabbit Slug says let the bodies hit the floor. That's it. Hakeem says Limp Biscuit. I don't think I ever listened to Limp Biscuit. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says Qapla, Bird of Prey. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th to you, Saul Leibowitz. Rabbit Slug Ouchie says, oh, the Bengals. Rabbit Slug says, I meant like real track. Nicole says, Vixen. Rabbit Slug says, it's not my pump. Sobsborg says 66 to 05. My belly is full. I don't need Kurtzman. Trek. Real track from 66 to 05. I get it. Forza Jersey says Bird of Prey. I love Sinatra, Frankie and Valley and the Four Seasons, Beach Boys 2. I'm a big 60s, 70s classic rock fan. I grew up on 80s, 90s rock metal. Nowadays, I listen to soundtracks, classical, and country. Yep, well, you found the good stuff. Rabbit Slug Ouchie says, hey to Borg. Sobsborg says, hello. Nicole says, Rabbit Slug Ouchies. It could have been worse. He could have said those were not my pumps. Sobsborg says, I watched these shows and I watched these shows through your reviews. Thank you for your service. You are welcome, Sobsborg. And that was the thing I was going to ask. Going forward with Strange New Worlds, what, and I'm not promising, but I was curious, what did you guys prefer? Did you prefer what I'm doing now, where I just basically watch the episode and tell you what I thought of each scene as it goes by? Or would you prefer a shorter review where I just completely skip parts that are totally irrelevant and only talk about the things that I think are the most important? Kind of like the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll say the things I like, say the things I dislike, and say the things that really annoyed me instead of going through every single scene. I don't know that I can do it that way, but I was curious if anybody had an opinion on the issue. Pop Culture Curator says, Qapla, Bird of Prey. Hope you are doing well. Thank you, Pop Culture Curator. Hope you are doing well. Rabbit Slug says, dang receipts. Pop Culture Curator says, hello to everybody. Rabbit Slug says, sing it, bird. Dan Bell says, is it true in Enterprise we never saw who the chef was except when William Riker was at the end? I believe that's true, Dan Ben. I do. I don't recall us seeing the chef. Rabbit Slug says, or Rabbit. Hello, Rabbit, says Pop Culture Curator. Rabbit Slug says, I like the Beastie Boys. No, sleep till Brooklyn. I think that's the only line I remember. No, I guess there's a couple, but I really wasn't a Beastie Boys fan. Richie Poole says, Dan Ben, I don't recall ever seeing the chef, but a lowly crewman would occasionally bring Archer his food. That's true. Rabbit Slug Ouchie says, PSA, don't fool around with a vacuum cleaner. Well, Rabbit Slug, you just got to know what you're doing. Dan Ben says, one Eminem song I remember being on the radio all the time was my D12 band. I don't remember that offhand, but I'm sure I would if I heard the music. John DeMarco says, I like the longer review as you watch the episode. Okay, that's one vote. Rabbit Slug says, whatever format that makes you rant more. Okay. Sobsborg says, I want the unfiltered Birdo Prey 5 injection on the reviews. Okay. Captain Fandom Nerd says, every scene, it's better that way. Hakeem says, the longer review gives me something to watch. Okay. Not Ryan Johnson says, just remember, Birdo Prey, reviews are best seen at 2x speed. Absolutely. And I'm glad you bring that up, Not Ryan Johnson. Anybody who doesn't understand, I listen to the reviews back at 2x speed. They are certainly intended to be listened to at 2x speed. There's times where I slow up, but if you're listening at 2x speed, you don't really notice it that much. That's already counted in. I wish there was a way to auto start it at 2x speed, but not so with YouTube yet. But definitely listen at 2x speed if you can. I'm going to have to update the beginning of the video to listen at 2x speed. Mike Richards says, I prefer Bird's long form. I don't have cable, satellite, or any of that stuff. You see, that's the thing. When I do it like that, you can basically watch it in place of the episode. So it's like you're basically watching it through me. Rabbit Slug says, doesn't sound like a chipmunk. No, YouTube uses special technology. So even at 2x speed, nothing sounds like a chipmunk. The voice, the pitch of the audio doesn't change. Richie Poole says, I would prefer that you always hum along with Ahura whenever she feels so inclined. No, thank you, Richie Poole. Rabbit Slug says, MTV's Birdo Prey Unfiltered would be awesome. Mike Richards says, I prefer Bird's long form. I read that. Okay. Rabbit Slug says, doesn't sound like no, I read that. Dan Bennett says, Richie Poole, yeah, I remember one episode where Hoshi is cooking in the kitchen and there's like a crew member in there. Oh yeah, that was when Hoshi I think they all got sick and Hoshi was going to perfect her recipe for, I don't know, was it miso soup or something? And they're like, we just need to bring out food. The people are going crazy. And she's like, never. She's like, not till I'm done. I think we got to see a little bit of Empress Hoshi, even though they weren't in the mirror universe. We got to see a little bit of Empress Hoshi in the regular universe. You don't want to try to take food from Hoshi until she's done. Nicole says, well, I got a job, so I will be back on the internet soon. Take care, Nicole. Not Ryan Johnson says, yes, he does. Makes it more fun. Rabbit Slug lols. Richie Pool says, Dan, Ben, maybe Hoshi was the chef and we just never do. Forza Jersey says, of course, BedLife, of course, the best music of all time was Weird Al. Actually, okay, there's a couple of Weird Al songs I like, but I don't know about all of them. Rabbit Slug says, I could make some X jokes. Wesley Crusher's in the house. Wesley, BedLife 5 says, greetings, something, other people, and nerds. Wow, Wes. Is it a cat got your tongue? Nicole says, like a surgeon. John DeMarco says, I recommend 1.25x speed. Good balance of time and listening to Bird rant. Rabbit Slug says, hey, Wes. Forza Jersey says, Amish paradise greater than gangster's paradise, hands down. Richie Poole says, shut up, Wesley. Poor Wesley. Poor Wesley. Cinnabon Bunny says, hello, Qapla, Cinnabon Bunny. Wesley says, Bird, I always watch your videos at 2x speed. I hope YouTube adds a 3x speed soon. Rabbit Slug says, hey to Cinnabon. Cinnabon says, hey to Kronos. Captain Fandom Nerd says, hello back to Cinnabon, as does John DeMarco. Nicole says, never mind. Brain needs to be washed out. Dirty thoughts. Lol. Dan Van says, BedLife, will you be watching Orville New Horizons in June on Hulu? Yes, I will. As long as, knocking wood, that I'm here in my house and everything's okay, I do intend to watch the Orville. If it premieres like in prime time, then I will watch it as it premieres. If it premieres at midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. my time, then I will watch it when I wake up. I'm not going to stay up till 3 in the morning to watch it. But if it comes out at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., I'll stay up to watch. And then I guess I'll do a review. We'll see how a good review goes, where I'm not, not that I'm purposely trying to rant in any case, but we'll see what happens. Random Slug Ouchie says, hey to 54. 54.5 Access Radio's in the house. Says, long reviews and Bird's rants are best in life. Thank you. Thank you. Rabbit Slug says, Hoshi was having issues that day. That's true, she was. Bridgie Pool says, on the DVD release of Strange New Worlds, there will be a special feature of BedLife commentary for each episode. If you want to believe that, Richie Pool, you can, but I doubt it. Rabbit Slug says, too much salt. I'm sorry to hear that, Rabbit Slug. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, BedLife, what is this, your favorite song about related to Star Trek? Mine is Where's Captain Kirk by the seminal punk band Athletico Spiz 80. That is an excellent question, executive producer Saul Leibowitz. What is your favorite song about or related to Star Trek? I honestly can't think of one off the top of my head. I will think about this. I mean, I guess one I could say,
Who's been holding up the damn elevator?
The Enterprise theme music. That's something, but it seems like there's got to be something better. John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you, John Araki. Qapla. Right? Star Trek's been a thing for 55 plus years. There has to have been one piece of music that mentions it, right? That I enjoy. I mean, it didn't make "We Didn't Start the Fire." Like it could have a stanza, or at least a line. Blah 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 blah. Captain Kirk's blowing up Klingons, something like that. Yeah, I think I have to rewrite. I have to rewrite some songs to put in some Star Trek. What is your favorite? What is your favorite Star Trek related song, Saul? I guess we'll start there. Rabbit Slug says all she wanted was carrots. Thank you, Bird, says Nicole. You're welcome. Eastland Burkholder's in the house. Qapla, Eastland.
Captain's log, stardate 7414.1.
Captain.
Our best estimates place us some 4 hours from Earth.
Captain Fandom Nerd with a $1 super chat. Thank you, Captain. You had Captain Kirk beating himself up. Rabbit Slug says the chef was Riker, only in that final episode. Rabbit Slug says hey to Eastland. 54.5 Access Radio says hello to Rabbit Slug. Nicole says doesn't start until the 23rd. They get the building up. Lol. Doesn't start until the 23rd. They get the building up. Eastland says, I blame Bird for the ill-timed rain here. I'm sorry, Eastland, but it is Blame Bird Day, so I will take it. Sci-Fi Nation's in the house. Says, greetings, MomOPrey in chat. Greetings, Sci-Fi Nation. Dan Van says, Daniel Radcliffe is going to play Weird Al in the film. The trailer will tell you what platform it's available to watch on. They're making a movie about Weird Al, and they're not even making Weird Al star himself. Captain Fandom Nerd says, hey to Wesley. Rabbit Slug says, I blame Cobra's Weather Dominator. Forza Jersey with $1 super chat. Thank you, Forza Jersey. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I used to listen to all of Weird Al's songs. I never listened to Weird Al's songs except those couple that were in UHF. Mike Richards says, Nermal has Wesley's tongue. Oh no. Oh, poor Nermal. Sci-Fi says, hey to Sluggo. Wesley Crusher says, Bird of Prey, the best thing about 2x speed is your singing doesn't last as long. Also, it sounds better. Thank you, Wesley. Nicole says DVR. Rabbit Slug says Hulk Smash, the only button that matters. Do you mean Hulk Smash, the like button? The only button that matters? I think that's what you meant. Eastland says, I want Bird to sing more. Oh, thank you, Eastland. I don't know what to even sing. Rabbit Slug says, Eastland, I was asking for that earlier. No, you asked if I was going to sing. You didn't say you wanted me to sing. Dan Ben says, Paramount Plus.
Captain's log, stardate 7414.1.
Forza
Our
Jersey
best
with
estimates
another
place us some 4 hours from Earth.
with another $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Forza. Dan Ben says Paramount Plus coming to the UK in June, where I will be able to watch Strange New Worlds if I can get access. Well, good for you. Good for you, Dan Ben. Rabbit Slug says Bird of Prey. So no singing today? Is MomOPrey going to do a tale? I didn't say I wasn't going to sing. I just said I hadn't decided yet. I don't know if MomOPrey has a tale. I'm guessing she doesn't because she didn't stop over. MomOPrey says she doesn't really have anything interesting. which means that she does have something, just not that she thinks we think it's interesting. She did have a fight with Con Edison, the power company, and they're coming. Oh yeah, here's their trucks now. They're coming to shut off our electricity. Well, guys, I guess we'll be ending YouTube forever. They're shutting off our electricity. MomOPrey yelled at them, and it's all over. No?
Yes, he wanted it.
Okay, MomOPrey, I guess you're going to have to tell your side of the story.
Divert auxiliary power to deflectors.
See what I did there? Forza Jersey with $1 super chat. Thank you again, Forza. See, Kronos, don't say I never did anything for you. Don't say I never did anything. Spock's Beard is a cool band name. Yes, it is.
I almost asked you if you had
There's no camera.
camera on, and then I looked,
Yes.
and I realized you did.
No, because I don't have any clothes.
Well, you
I've got
got
my
your
gown.
gown.
Richie Fools is Bird of Prey. Kronos Bird of Prey is going to sing an Eminem song. Maybe I'll sing an Eminem song, but first here's MomOPrey.
Hi, guys. This isn't really a tale. It's what happened today, though. I hope everyone's having a good day. Actually, I hope you're having a better day than I had this morning or the early afternoon. When did this start? I guess the last few months, Con Edison, which is a power company for our gas and electric, it's like been all over the news in our local Facebook groups and other groups.
Just
And
fix that
they're
damn
putting
thing.
in smart meters for the electricity. And we really didn't want that done. I keep thinking, well, if there's a cyber attack somehow, and if these smart meters are hooked up to Wi-Fi, which they would be, I mean, somewhere, somehow, bingo, our electricity could be gone. And since Bird has machines, his oxygen concentrator, his CPAP machine, the electric bed, well, that has a battery backup, the bed, but not for more than a couple of hours. His electric wheelchair, and so on and so forth. I'm happy with the meter we have. And somewhere in the midst of the last few months,
Rock Solid Productions with a $2.49 donation. Thank you, Rock Solid. Got Kissing Dax.
oh,
And
okay.
he says, this is not the hell, my dear Bops. No, Rock Solid, but it is a MomOPrey track. So.
I don't get that one, but I'll keep talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we got a phone call, and the way the man put it on the phone was, we need to come and change your gas meter. He never said smart meter. He just said something about the gas meter you have will no longer be working, so we need to upgrade it. Okay, I made an appointment. They came. They changed it. Of course, I didn't realize that was also part of the smart meter Con Edison thing. But all right. You know what? If they did away with our gas, but not our electric, we could live with that. Anyway, so we got a call last week, the beginning of this week, and man said, I want to check that the person that's using the life-saving devices is safe, and that it would be okay if we come and change the electric meter. I said, I didn't order a smart meter. I didn't order a new electric meter. No, but we're doing it in the neighborhood, and because there's life-saving equipment on your premises, I need to make sure that person using the equipment will be safe while I change the meter. I said, no, you don't understand. I don't want a new meter. I'm happy with the meter I have. He said, well, you know they're going to charge you. I said, yeah, I know. No problem. You know, let them charge me. They're supposed to charge me $9 extra a month. Fine, we'll deal with that. Well, that wasn't the end of it. He said, well, then call customer service and let them know you want to opt out, and they'll give you the charges directly. So I call Con Edison, and of course, the wait is hours to get in touch with customer service. So they said, we will call you back in 82 to 102 minutes. Fine. I gave them the number, punched in the phone number to call me back at. And they did call back. Great. And I explained, look, I am just afraid of this smart meter. There's a person that relies on electricity in this house, and we're just not too comfortable with the smart meters. So I want to opt out. Okay. He says, well, we charge you $104 for opting out, and then $9.56 a month, and then $94 and change for the gas meter. I said, wait a minute, I already have a smart gas meter. He said, oh, well, no, we'll come and change it back. I said, why? I'm okay with the smart meter for the gas. Oh, no, at this time, we don't offer that. You can either have smart meters for both or for none. I said, oh, and they want to charge me another $94 and change, plus I forget what, a month. I said, why would we do that? I don't want to do that. I want to keep what I have. Oh, no, we don't offer that. I said, where does it say? I said to him, when the man came to put in my meter for the gas, why didn't he tell me at that point that I was going to need to have the smart meter for the electric, or I couldn't have it for the gas? Oh, well, if you read our form, you would have seen that. Well, I read the damn form. I didn't see that. I just saw what they would charge if I didn't have the electric, and what they would charge if I didn't have the gas. But nowhere does it say you need to have both or none. So I went nuts. I threatened. I said, you are preying on the elderly and the disabled. I said, this is ridiculous. It doesn't say it anywhere. This is crazy. I'm going to call my council person, and this isn't the end. I said, just forget it, and I hung up. Don't you know, 15 minutes later, I'm looking through my Con Edison bill, excuse me, my online account, and I realize that they have an old phone number that's being used for, what's that, two-step verification?
Right.
And if I try to get them, if I sign out of where I am and try to open my account, like on my phone or something, they have the wrong phone number. They have to send me a verification code. They don't have that number anymore. I don't have that phone. So I had to call them back. But I never mentioned the other thing, the smartphone. And it was just an annoying day. It was just ridiculous stuff. So I figured, I don't care what, I do not have to let them in the house. And if I don't open the garage door for them, they can't charge me for not having a smart gas meter because I have it. They can charge me for not having the smart electric meter, But they said at this time, they don't offer that service. Well, they better offer it real soon because I'm not paying for the gas meter. And honestly, I didn't even mention this to Bird yet. The truth of the matter is, we have the life-sustaining equipment. They can't shut off our electricity according to the law here. I don't know if it's ever, but in New York, I realized, I said, you know what? I actually don't have to pay the bill, and they can't shut off the electric. So they have started a war that they're going to lose. They really are. But I'll keep paying the bill, but I'm not paying the extra stuff. Wow, my life has gotten to be really bad. Sorry I bored you guys. Wake up now.
With the electric company.
Yeah. Hey.
This is the garbage people. Don't start wars with the garbage men.
No, they'll give you back double your garbage.
Spice your garbage.
Everybody have a good evening.
Thank you, MomOPrey.
Joseph here?
He was. I don't know if he's still there.
Wow. Gave a good clue last night, Joseph.
Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Where's Captain Kirk was covered by REM, but the original song is the best. The song Star Trekkin' is also pretty good. Star Trekkin'. John DeMarco says, Tuvok, I understand you are a Vulcan man. There's music. Richie Bulls is Bird of Prey. My favorite Star Trek related song are all the songs from The Way to Eden. Oh, boy. Rabbit Slug says, You got it all on UHF in space. Forza Jersey had another super chat. A couple of super chats. Thank you. John Araki says, Cause birds got faith. That's a heart. Salt's not going to hold him back no more. That's a fake nod, says Rabbit Slug. Rabbit Slug says, no tail. No, you had a tail. You had a tail. Rabbit Slug is rolling. Actor assented, says Bird of Prey, it's true. They took away our hypo sprays. I don't want the future anymore. They took away our painless hypo sprays. Those bastards. What the hell is the point of a hypo spray if it's not painless? Rabbit Slug says, Bird of Prey, you never did anything for me. I said no. I said don't ever say that. Why is MomOPrey's picture still up? I love MomOPrey, but I forgot to switch over. Rabbit Slug says, Bird of Prey, you never did anything for me. I said no. You can't say that anymore. Actor says, what's that hand gesture mean? John DeMarco says, hail to MomOPrey. Thank you, John. Forza Jersey with a $2 super chat asked where was Kissing Dax, and I gave you Kissing Dax while MomOPrey was talking, but I guess it might have been a bit loud, so sorry. I'm assuming you guys don't mind now. Rabbit Slug says, I'm rolling, MomOPrey. Forza says, yay, MomOPrey. Actor says, Friday the 13th. Puh, it pales in comparison with our Martes 12. 13. Martes 13. Is that Monday the 13th? Richie Bull says, MomOPrey brought the hammer down onto Con Ed. Actor says, see, I can't even write it. Carlos says, too loud. Rabbit Slug says, lol, that's not a good time for the Dax woman. Okay, so let's adjust the volume of the Dax loving. It's going to start loud, but I will bring it down forthwith. Forthwith. Nope, wrong. There we go. Is that volume better? I assume it was. Sorry. Okay. Actress says, thank God he doesn't have any original slurping noises. Forza is laughing his ass off at kissing Dax. Dan Ben says, these super chats, things are long and long. Sean Aragi says, Mop's not going to take it anymore, but she's got faith in the heart. Rabbit Sock says, I had my meters changed. I have gas. Dan Ben says, yeah, I also got the thing with the meter readings. They want us to do these smart meters, which are going to let them charge us more for using electricity during peak demand. Fuck them. We're not commercial customers. We're residential. We shouldn't have to worry about peak demand.
They can read the meters without coming in.
They can read the meters without coming in, but what they can't read right now is when the electricity is used. Exactly. See, our meter only records how much electricity is used. It doesn't record when the electricity is being used. With the smart meter, they'll be able to know when the electricity was being used, so they can charge us different amounts for different. Forza Jersey donated another $2 super chat and says, can't get enough kissing Dax. No. I don't want the kissing Dax to be too loud either. Nicole says, they're not changing my electric meter if I can get rid of gas today. If I can getting rid of gas today. Richie Pools says, did those Con Ed guys look anything like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, or Harold Ramis? I would bet not. John Aragi says, MomOPrey, I'm up in CNY, and they did it here too. It's a state law. They want to be able to read it from an RFID scanner from the street. Ours is already read from the street. This is different.
Want to send meter readers.
Yeah, they don't want to send meter readers. They want to be able to read it from the office. Actor says, MomOPrey is afraid of smart ass meters. No. Rabbit Slug says, they screw you every way, shape, and form. Absolutely. Richie Poole says, Con Ed was trying to shake down MomOPrey and she'd have none of it. Words and Pictures says, energy company needs a slap. Absolutely. John Aragi says, it's like your doctor. You can keep your doctor. Yeah, biggest lies ever sold. Yitza Lemon says, corporate bastards ripping people off. Go make your millions elsewhere, assholes. Absolutely. Rabbit Slug says, didn't the Ghostbusters mess up Con Ed once? Yeah, Con Ed. They're the New York power company. New York City, anyway. Actor says, Uncle Paulie was a smart meter enforcer. Uncle Paulie is just an enforcer. Period. John DeMarco says, you tell him MomOPrey. Rabbit Slug says, MomOPrey unleashed. And Dan Ben says, yeah, issue here with the smart meters. Rabbit Slug says, I like this tale. Nicole says, low you go, MomOPrey. MomOPrey versus the man, says Hector. Rabbit Slug says, birds in the dark about something. I don't know. Dan Van says if you do an estimated guess over the phone, could be paying over the price you might get if someone came to read it. I'm aware. Right. They do come, they still read. Sci-Fi Nation says send Uncle Wally after them to MomOPrey. Rabbit's Luck says thank you, MomOPrey. Words and Pictures says Team MomOPrey. Actor says thanks to MomOPrey. Jedi Bill says we love you, MomOPrey. Mike Richards says never piss off small women from New York. Rabbit's Luck says they have purses. They have heavy purses. Jedi Bill says give them hell, MomOPrey. Pray. Nicole says pure energy has spoken. Dan Ben says I've seen a compilation video from TNG about the hypo spray, and some characters look like discomfort when having it done. Forza Jersey says this is what happens when my grandfather stops working for Con Edison. Go mop, go get him, Mama Bear. Richie Poole says now the volume is too low. How about now? How is that volume? I can't imagine it going much louder. Rabbits Like Algae says the music part was very loud at the beginning, sure. Is it the 70s? Agnes says that's loud. Agnes says the con. The con is meant to be loud. Nicole says gas meter used to be in the basement, but it was moved outside. If I can have my way, give them 72 hours to come and remove it, or I will. Okay, let's see if there's anything with at BedLife 5. Okay, no. Forza says that's perfect. Richie Poole says perfect. Forza is perfect volume. John Araki is going to need to replay Dax a couple more times to get that volume locked in. I knew what you guys were doing. Mike Richards says now volume is good. Good. So you know what? We'll play it one more time to make sure. There you go. Okay. So with that, let's start some Dear Bops. Dear Bop. Huh? No, I was saying we're going to do Dear Bop now. Hashtag the traveler groomed Wesley. Thanks, John. Okay, Dear Bop. If China leaves the earth, who is going to make all our shoes? I assume, I don't know, Bangladesh, maybe? I'm sure there's somebody who's willing to make our shoes. Dear Bop, question. Who waits 11 plus minutes into an episode of a TV show to run the credits? Answer, Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. Oh, the opening credits, yes. John Araki says, did we just get a Dax Trill orgy? And Rock Solid with $1.49 donation says, this is still not the hell, my Dear Bops. And you got happy baby with the happy baby emoji or video. Thank you. These are the hell, your Dear Bops, unless you didn't put in a Dear Bop, in which case I didn't get your Dear Bop. But these are the Dear Bops that were in there. Now I know you email from your email address, and I would say on Monday, there were quite a few Dear Bops from Gary Katzer that I read. I don't know if you were here. You were here on Monday, I'm pretty sure. But we did Dear Bops on
Scanning.
Monday.
Indications negative at this time.
Forza Jersey with another $1 super chat. Thank you, Forza. And you got kissing, not kissing, eyebrow deck. Eyebrow decks. But yes, it was quite the delay before we got the opening credits in this latest episode of Strange New Worlds. Rabbit Slug Ouchies, do babies need pockets? Because they need pockets because of the shortage in baby formula. So they need to hide their baby formula somewhere. But it's a very recent trend in baby wear. Dear Bob, spoiler warning for Strange New Worlds, Children of the Comet. Would destroying the comet and saving a non-warp capable species not violate the Prime Directive? Well, it depends. It depends on what the Prime Directive actually is and how they treat it, if it changed between TOS and TNG. My guess is that it technically was the same, that Picard was the first captain we know of that actually lived up to the Prime Directive and didn't break it unless he was quote unquote forced to by Data or Worf's brother or Beverly. Somebody else might force him to break it, but Picard himself, I think most of the time, was the only captain we had ever seen that was truly believed in the Prime Directive. I think that in this time period in the Federation, the captains didn't really take it all that seriously. And as you can see by Captain Pike saying, well, Prime Directive, that's never going to stick. And you could see by the actions of captains like Pike and Kirk who come after him, that they didn't really worry about the Prime Directive unless it was not to, they tried not to change the way a world would grow, but they would take the chance to save a world from being destroyed if they had to. And that's something Picard didn't do. So I think that while what they did technically was probably a violation of the Prime Directive, and most certainly a violation if it had been 100 years later, that at the time point for when they were, most captains didn't follow the Prime Directive that closely. And probably most people, even most brass, really wouldn't have minded them helping a planet like this. The only reason that they got in trouble was because they ran into trouble on the planet, which is a rare thing to happen. That most captains would have just done what they done, stopped the comet, and probably not put it in their logs at all, so they didn't get in trouble for it. But Pike, having a Vulcan on the crew, and more so being honest to himself, he had to put it in and he had to deal with the consequences. Bridgie Poole says Picard's interpretation of the Prime Directive was too rigid. He was wrong. Wow, Richie, you're not even going to get behind your favorite captain. I am shocked. Spoiler warning for Children of the Comet again. Since when does the Enterprise maneuver like an X-Wing fighter? Whenever the script needs it to. Whenever the script calls for it to do stuff. Again, a spoiler warning. Spock laughing, are you kidding me? Well, once again, if you go back to the cage, we know Spock laughed. So this is a Spock who does have signs of emotion. That's not technically breaking canon. Dear Bob, I need somebody, help. Not just anybody. Help, I need someone. Help. I don't have any idea what that is. Is that a song? I'm not sure. Dear Bob, what's the difference between the Prime Directive and Beverly Crusher? Picard never violated the Prime Directive. Ha ha ha. Oh, poor Wesley. Dear Bob, it really takes guts to be an organ donor. It's true. It does take guts to be an organ donor. Everybody should have a serious talk with you and your family, your loved ones, on if you want to be an organ donor. Save a life. It might be yours. No, wait. It definitely won't be yours, but it could be somebody you love. Dear Bob, help me if you can. I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me? I again think this is probably a song. John Araki says Captain Morgan greater than Captain Kirk. I disagree. Nicole says in the cage, Spock was not set yet. Well, that's fine, but it still makes it canon that the Spock of that time did laugh. Ravage Lux, you can have my liver when I'm done with it. Forza Jersey says Captain America less than Captain Kirk. I agree. Captain Kirk is the better captain. Dear Bob, it is a fact that there are more airplanes in the ocean than submarines in the sky. It's really plain to see. R. Dear Bob, I was told recently that my fur coat was gay. I can't disagree. It just came out of the closet. Dear Bob, what's the difference between Mark Zuckerberg and Jean-Luc Picard? Picard didn't sell data. Dear Bob, what's the difference between Captain Picard, a scared female pig, a loose thread, and the likelihood this joke is terrible? One likes to make it so, one is afraid so, one is afraid so, and sorry, but I'm afraid so. A scared female pig, a loose thread, and the likelihood this joke is terrible. Yeah, all the boxes checked. I see what you did there. Good. Mike Richards says that's Help by the Beatles. Is that, what's the song that was on Al? Was that Help Me Rhonda? Was that Alf's girlfriend name was Rhonda? Help me, Rhonda, please. Take a bite of my heart. What? Take a bite of my heart? No. Piece of my heart? I don't know. Dear Bob, there was a young lady from Venice whose body was shaped. Nope. Dot, dot, dot. Dear Bob, what did Picard say when Riker asked him what kind of Chinese food he wanted? Make it so's number one. I was going to say fire at will. Make it so. General Show has some really good chicken. That's all I have to say. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever be able to eat it again. Rabbit Slug says, wow, that's a back joke. Bad joke. Richie Poole says, Captain Kirk greater than all other captains. John Araki says, prisoner acting science officer Burnham greater than Captain Tilly. Oh, God. John Araki says, Chris Rock did nothing wrong. I would agree with you. Chris Rock did do nothing wrong. Oh my God, more Dear Bops. Dear Bob, how many Captain Picards does it take to screw in a light bulb? 4. There are 4 lights. Well, you don't need a separate person for each light bulb. Dear Bob, what does Captain Picard say when he's getting frisky with a woman? The captain's log is ready for entry. It's not even that funny. Dear Bob, the Starship Enterprise is about to face annihilation from a superior ship, but Picard comes up with a cunning plan. We'll beam Lieutenant Worf onto their ship to offer our unconditional surrender, says Picard. But Captain, interrupts Riker, they may not take us seriously if you send Worf. It might be wise to send Commander Troy. Nonsense. Put him in a woolly sweater, a woolly hat, and gloves, and they'll be completely smitten. Then, when they are lulled into a false sense of security, Worf can unleash his surprise attack. But Captain, how can you be sure it'll work? Asked Riker. It's a classic strategy, number 1. Worf in sheep's clothing. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know about that, number 1. Dear Bob, one day on the USS Enterprise, Captain Picard tears his uniform. Now, normally he could just replicate a new one, but he was particularly fond of this uniform, so he went out to get it mended in the uniform repair machine, but it was broken, so he called Geordi LaForge. Geordi, this machine that repairs uniforms is broken. You fix it? Sure, sir, said Geordi. Well then, said Captain, make it so. S-E-W. Make it so. Dear Bob, are you on the side of people who like or hate Dr. Pulaski in TNG? I liked her and don't see all the big hate. I was on the side that absolutely, utterly despised her. However, at the last time I thought about it, I realized she was an okay character. She was an okay doctor. Not my favorite, but I really disliked the fact that Gates McFadden had to take a season off, had to take a whole season off before they realized they, quote unquote, needed her. Very sad. Dear Bob, Jim Halpert, fact, bears eat beets. Bears beets Battlestar Galactica. Michael? That is all true. Dear Bob, why doesn't Captain Picard have many girlfriends? He likes to go where no man has gone before. Actually, he likes to go where no one has gone before, but whatever. It's a good point. It's a point taken. Thank you. Nicole says, which one is Will? Rabbling Slugouty says, ha. Which ha? All Will. Four of the jerseys says, do dad jokes. Why do I love Dear Bob? Dad jokes are why I love Dear Bob. Well, that's interesting. Rabbit Slug says, I'm not a dad. I like them. Yitza says, I hope Will Smith slaps the shit out of the person making these jokes. Forza says, none of these jokes are about Java. Rabbit Slug says, did someone get the hook? Rabbit Slug is yelling at me to get off the stage. Nicole Malone says, if I could find a good dad, I would keep him. Aw. Rabbit Slug says, wow. Now that's fun. And Forza says, classic. Lol. Anyway, guys, two more Dear Bops. Okay. Dear Bob, what's Captain Picard's first instructions to his crew on Taco Tuesday? Make queso number 1. Make queso number 1. Okay. Here are the details. What details? Original wardrobe makeup test. Oh, Jordy LaForge. That's not nice. That's not nice. Original makeup test with poor Jordy. Dear Bob, how does a Romulan frog stay camouflage? He uses a cloaking device. Dear Bob, how do you stop yourself from falling out of a bird of prey? You have to cling on. So the big news around here has been somebody in Florida managed to land a small commuter plane with other passengers on it, and they supposedly had zero time behind the wheel of any plane, and they landed, and that was good for them. But that would be the closest I would think of falling out of a plane, would be falling out of a tiny plane like that. And if they didn't fall out and none of their passengers fell out, I imagine they have some better way of doing things. Okay, 2 more. Dear Bob, what do you call a Klingon with half a brain? A genius. Dear Bob, how do you get a one-armed Klingon down from a tree? You wave to him. That is not nice. That is not nice, people. Okay. Last one. Dear Bob, how many Enterprise crews does it take to change a light bulb? 1. I'm not sure, but all I know is they'll blow up at least one shuttle while they're doing it. Ha ha ha. That's probably true. Probably true. Okay, guys. Well, I think that does it for today. Let's see what's going on. Help by the Beatles. Wesley Crusher, Vertebrae, those jokes were so bad, they were funny. Some were. Some were. Forza says there's no honor in these jokes. Wharf and probably. Richie Pools is Vertebrae. Close out with an Eminem song. Oh, yeah, Eminem. Okay. Well, let's see. What do we got? Eminem. Eminem. Karaoke. The real Slim Shady. Okay. You are welcome, guys. So I'm going to close out with the real Slim Shady karaoke version. Feel free to jump out now if you want to spare yourself that. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I repeat, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? We're going to have a problem here. Y'all act like you've never seen a white person before. Jaws on the floor like Pam and Tommy just burst in the door, started whipping, I asked worse before, throwing her over furniture. It's the return to the way, ain't way, no way. You're kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did he? And as Dr. Dre said, nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in the basement. Feminist women love Eminem. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Slim Shady, I'm sick of him. Y'all know what? Flipping around, grabbing his you-know-what, flipping the bird. Y'all probably know I got a couple of screws loose in my head. It's no worse than what's on in your mom and dad's bedrooms. Just let loose, but it's cool. Tom Green, dead horse, my bum. What? If I'm lucky, might just give it a little kiss. I look to little kids and expect them to not know what's going on. Matter of intercourse. But they hit in the Discovery Channel, don't they? But mammals, well, some of us cannibals who rip other people open like cannibals and antelopes and cantaloupes, and I can't elope, but hey, I feel women wave. Yes, I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady, and all you other Shadies, just wake up, please. Please stand up. Please stand up, because I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Will M ain't got a cuss to make movies. Well, fuck him and fuck him too. I do. About a Grammy, half of you somethings. Why? So you guys can just lie to get me here? So you can let me hear me, sit me next to Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Chris, something on the dating game, and hear him argue over who she gave head to first? She's cute. What? I should download audio on MP3 and show the whole
Captain's
world
log, stardate
how you gave Eminem. I'm sick of me. All boys sent here annoy me.
Some 4 hours
I'll
from
destroy you. And there's a million of us just like me, who cuss like me, who just don't give a fuck like me, walk and talk and act, and just might be the next best thing. But not quite me, because I'm Slim Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All the other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. On my head trip to listen to, because I'm only going to joke about things your friends do. The only difference is I got a bitch, what, in front of the mic? I just got on the mic and spit, and whatever you like to admit it, I just better than 90% of you rappers can. And now you kids, funny. This is funny, because at the rate I'm going, I'll be dead when I'm 30. And something. When I'm jerking, this whole nursing home ain't working. Everybody could be, what? If I could be at Burger King, spitting on your onion rings, screaming with his windows down and his system up, So will the real Slim Shady please stand up and be proud, out of your mind and out of control? And one more time, loud as you can. How does it go? I'm Slim Shady. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I'm the real Shady, so please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Because I'm the real Shady. All the other Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Because I'm Slim Shady and all the others are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Because I'm the real Shady. I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Ha ha. Here's a guest. There's a Slim Shady in all of us. Let's all stand up. I don't remember that line. It appears Slim Shady sings at a speed I can't hope to match. I missed a few lines. There are lyrics, Rabbit Slug, but I missed about 60% of the lyrics. Richie Poole says, I now have a better understanding as why the last few generations have been so screwed up. I fear for the future. Rabbit Slug says, just pour the salt on me now. Dan Vance's bird spits all over the microphone. And Dan says, I guess the radio version does not have the swearing. Richie Poole says, rap is not music, so this is not lyrics. Bravo. Yeah. There's a skip in the record, says Mike Richards. Okay, guys. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Forza Jersey, for that super chat that came in during the me attempting to not forget where I was. I appreciate it. Qapla all. Bird out.